Hey everybody, it's a long weekend, and I was thinking about class last week, and um, I hope you all, are feeling good about the introduction that we got about test-driven development and how to write unit tests, how to write integration tests. But I was thinking about it, and a couple things occurred to me. You saw me write a bunch of unit tests and handful of integration tests. Um, but there's only so much that we could cover, especially on Wednesday when we dedicated, a lot of class to like talking about Project One, very important stuff. And so then I thought I would create a bonus screencast, if you will, where I dive more into the student project, maybe finish it all the way. We'll see how long it takes. And then something in particular that I'm curious about, and you might be curious about it too, is how generative AI, and in this case, Copilot, goes about implementing the code. Um, I really want to implement it myself and then ask Copilot to implement it and do a compare and contrast to see how Copilot implements it, to see if what it does makes sense to me, how much of it is similar to mine, and how much is different, and what can I learn from those differences. I have this like hypothesis in my head that really the most valuable thing that uh, uh, these AI coding systems can provide us with is not necessarily doing our work for us, but helping us learn better. It may see things that we don't, and it may have approaches that are different from ours, and we might be able to learn from it. So, um, I don't know. That's what I'm going to do. This evening we'll see how it goes. And thanks for listening. I'll make this recording available. And I hope it's valuable for you too to understand more about test-driven development, and then also see what generative AI can do for us. Returning to our the test cases the behavioral scenarios that you all brainstormed here, both for the student class and for the command line. Lots of good stuff here, and I just want to remind myself because it's been a day or two since I looked at this, sort of where we are with the code. That's right. We did some command line validation, and then we created a student here. But all we've got, if we go back and look at the unit tests, um, oops, which I guess isn't on that list. There goes student test. If we go back, actually, I'm just going to close these flight ones out because we're not talking about that right now. I just want to have all of the student stuff up. Oh, there's still some koans up. And maybe I should just close them all. Anyway. Okay, cool. I think these are the classes for the student project that are up now. Looking at our unit tests, that's right. We've implemented some things, but there's still some things that aren't. As a matter of fact, let me just run all the tests just to make sure everything is still working okay. Oh, it looks like it is, although it all ran off the edge of the screen there. And in particular, I want to run the Dave student just to remind myself sort of what we've got implemented so far. So, the ultimate solution here is this big old string here. And oh, I've got the beginning of it. All right. Dave has a GPA of 3.64 and is taking three classes, but I don't have all the classes listed out. I don't have he says this class is too much work. Um, and so then I think I'm going to implement oops, the list of the classes next. And I'll just do that TDD. It doesn't exactly correspond to the things that we brainstormed, or even the things that oh yeah, these were all sorry, the things that Copilot had come up with. Um Yep, that's okay though. Gives me lots of good ideas, and let's see where we go. I think because ultimately, what I want to do is I want to get this test passing, the Dave student. I think once I have all of that implemented, that gives the happy path. And really, in this case, there isn't a lot of variation in the happy path. Maybe the number of classes varies, and the gender varies. So making sure I can handle zero or more classes, and also I can handle the various gender options. Um, so yeah, let's do that. And I think I want to attack this first with unit tests. A lot of the core functionality, like putting the number of classes and then enumerating the classes, that those are best served by unit tests. those don't need to be driven by the main method. It could be, but I think it'll be easier to understand, more fluent if we implement those as unit tests. So let's see here. Right, yeah, we've done some error checking with the GPA. Let's see here. Oh, two classes, zero classes. One thing that occurred to me is that with one class, we'll say is taking one class, um, and not classes. Um, although, yeah, let's implement that case and see what happens. So let's see. This will be toString contains one class, one class. So let's do algorithms, and it's taking one class. And I'm going to run this. I'm going to start using the keyboard shortcut. So in on the Mac, it's Control Shift R, and it passed because I bet it's because the toString says and it's taking one class as. So I think this is where if we go back and look at the golden path case, yeah, we need to add that colon in there. So I bet if I say this, then it's going to fail. Okay. And then also, I'm going to go back and add like this one right here, because there should be this colon. Actually, I'll add it here too. Well, actually, here it doesn't have a colon. Um, ooh, that one will need like a period eventually. And yeah, let's do that. So I've made some tests fail. I've added, I've changed some existing tests to make them fail. I assume these are going to fail. So I'm going to run all of these tests, which again is going to be Control Shift R, even for run all of them. Yeah, run all of them is Control Shift R. Yep, those three that I just changed all fail because they don't have the semicolon or they don't have the period. So I'm going to go back and make those pass. Yeah, let me do that with the toString method. I'm going to go to the toString. Let's see here. I know the keyboard shortcut is Command 12. That's navigate file structure. So let's see here. It's a navigate menu and line endpoint. Where's file structure right there? This pop gives you a pop-up of all of the methods in the class, which is really nice. I'm going to go to the toString method. Okay. Yeah, it's taking this size classes. Okay, this is kind of naive. So to make these pass, well, I can make some of them pass by just putting a semicolon there. I think that'll make one of them pass. Yep. And here's where I need to, yeah, where I need to add some logic. And let's see here. What do I want to do here? I think, yeah, so like I want to. This is like one big string concatenation. I think I want to change this code because it's going to get kind of nasty. Because all of a sudden, I have to like have logic that says, well, if it's if there's only one class, then it's just the word class and then a colon. If it's zero classes, then it's classes with a period after it. I won't put all that logic in a method. If I tried to put in a separate method, so I'm gonna change. I really want to say what I want to sending classes.size. I just want to send in classes. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to select this code right here, and I'm going to extract a method. So I'm going to go into refactor. I'm going to say extract introduce a method. Yep, there it is. And I'm going to call this get classes description. And now I'm going to put all the logic to sort of return the expected string inside this this method here. And so what I'm going to do is the following. I'm going to put this into a variable right here. So I'm going to extract. I'm going to use the same thing here, extract variable, and I'm going to call this number of classes equals subclasses.size. Right? You see how I replaced it there. And now I want to have some logic. And instead of just string using string concatenation here, I want to use a string builder, which is a class in the Java APIs that allows you to um, create a string by appending various values to it. So I am going to say what? Okay, replace plus with string builder dot append. Nice. Now I've got this. And I'm going to break this up into a variable. So I'm going to put the string builder. I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut for extracting a variable, which I mean, extract, and I'm going to say variable. So that's Option Command V. I'll start using that. I'm just going to call it SB. And I'm going to, oh, that's interesting. You know what? I'm going to do something else a little different. I'm going to, ultimately, what I want to do is return the, the value of this thing dot to string. So I'm going to extract this whole expression into a string builder. A string builder has a kind of an interesting API. I encourage you to read up on it. The append method returns the string builder itself. So it's kind of this like chain pattern where you can say append and then append something else to it. I don't know, it's kind of neat. Okay, so the string builder is going to be first is going to be that. And what I can do here is then put that in a statement and then do this. And actually I've changed the code a little bit, so I want to run the tests again just to make sure. Yep, that same test continues to pass and these two fail. That's what I expect. And okay, so let's see here. It's always going to be some sort of class. So it's always going to have this. And now what I want to do is I don't want to do that. I want to say the following. I want to say if number of classes, if it equals 0, then I just want to append a AI, not so helpful, period. If if it equals 1, yeah. And here I don't want to have yeah, I don't want to have a colon. So if it, oh, or maybe I do. Else if number of classes. Oh, you know what? It was being helpful. Um, no. Okay, it's kind of close there. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's not really what I want yet. Maybe that is right. I don't think that's right. Well, shoot, it kind of is, but I'm not ready for that yet because I don't have tests. So I'm glad that it's being helpful, but yeah, oops, I really don't want that yet. And then if it's otherwise, if it's some value, if it's not 0.1, it's ES with, oh, and this should be ES period. Yeah, let's see here. And then, okay, all of this needs to just go. I think it's all correct, but I'm not ready for it yet. And that's okay. What am I missing here? Oh, I have it somehow ended up with an extra brace. Okay, I think this is right. Yay. Okay, good. And here again, I resisted the urge to, write more code before I had a test for it because I don't know if it's going to be right or not. It probably is. AI usually gets it right, but I want to make sure that I understand it um, before I see what the AI does, so that I can feel confident that it's doing the right thing. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm just going to commit this. So I'm going to say correctly pluralize the number of classes, and yeah, add some punctuation. I don't know. I don't think I need all that. Okay, commit that and push. Okay. Next up, let's add let's put the list of classes in there. So now, I was going to say, let's say all this. ToString contains one classes. Oops, that should be one class. And then we'll say, oh, I don't know. So let's just do that again. I'm wondering, so now I want to validate that yes, the algorithms is there. So one class, uh, ToString has one class. I was wondering if I should augment this test or create a new one. I'm just going to augment that test actually. Here, I'll show you how to revert something. You click over here in the margin, where the green bar says something's been added, and then you use this rollback lines to revert that change. So yeah, you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to do this one at a time. I'm going to start with the easy one, which is one class, and I'm going to say algorithms and yep, a period. And if I try to run that one again, yep, it fails, obviously, because the algorithms hasn't been implemented yet. So now when I've got one, yeah, I'm just going to do that. sb.append, I even was telling what to do. Classes.getZero. Oops, what does it look like here? Can everybody get first? Excellent. Super swell. Yay, that's nice. Okay, now if I do, I believe it's Command R, it'll run the test again. It will not because it's the wrong window. I'll just click down here. Oop, it still failed. Oh, it doesn't have the period. Yeah. And hmm, I am going to be bold and say that I can put a period down here, and that will get all of the I don't want to put classes here. That will get all of the cases. That's okay. Nice. Okay. Let's see here. Do I have a test for two classes? I don't think I do. Yeah, excellent. Two classes, and so that'll be algorithms and operating systems. Algorithms and operating systems, period. And do I have three classes? I don't. I'm going to want that eventually, but let's do this one first. Run that one, and it says it's taking two classes. It doesn't print out anything. And so now here I want to I'm just gonna do the cheaty thing where I implement it knowing that it's not entirely correct. So I'm gonna iterate over, yeah, I'm gonna iterate over all of the classes here. I think I just need to do a simple for loop. That's surprising. That's not really what I want to do. In this case, I'm going to just implement, I'm going to print the class and then I'm going to put and oops, I want to put the ES before that naturally. And we're going to run this test again. Oh, it didn't pass. Oh, algorithms and operating systems and. Oh, yeah, right. I don't want to do it if it's not the last one. Let's see here. If I is less than number of classes minus one, yeah, that's when I want the and. I think it's trying to lead me towards a comma. That's cool. I want to get there eventually. Nice, that passed. And here again, I'm just sort of going slow. It's entirely up to you. I ran all the tests and they still pass. Okay, well, those tests are passing. And while I'm here, let's just add one for three classes, and then we'll make sure we get like, the Oxford comma in there and everything. Operating systems and I don't know, Java. It's taking three classes, algorithms, operating systems, comma, operating systems, and Java. Oh yeah, it occurs to me that instead of testing toString here, we could make the get classes description um package protected and test that directly. I don't know if that makes a difference right here. Okay, let's run this test. It fails as we expect, because algorithms and operating systems and Java. Yeah, oh my. Okay, so let's go back and implement this. So here we want to say, yep, we do that. And what? We want to say, we append that. And if it's got more, we, oh yeah, and here, really, if it's not the last one, then we want a comma. But if it is the second to last one, if I equals number of classes minus one, actually minus two. No, number of classes would be, let's find out. This is why we have tests. And now this is where we append the and. And we want, I think that's what we want. Let's try it. That worked. Okay. You'll notice the surprise in my voice. I'm always pleasantly surprised. Oh, no, this is wrong. Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. Now two classes is broken. Okay, so then let's see here. I guess I wonder if we just want a special case for if it's two and we just do, the first one and the second one. That might actually be the easiest thing. Maybe there's a smarter algorithm. We'll see what AI comes up with. So if it's one, then we just do that. If it's two, else if, oh, there it is. We don't, yeah, I guess we need that. The first and that. Ah, thanks, AI. That seemed to work okay. Yay. Okay. Good, good, good. And here again, I feel a lot better using the AI when I've got tests to, we got test print all of them. I've got tests to tell me it's done the right thing. So, I write the test, it writes the code. Okay. That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. Gets the job done, and you know it's done correctly because you've reviewed the test and you look at the code too, to make sure it's doing the right thing. Okay, great. So let's see here. Include the and commas in the list of classes. But yeah, I did a lot of read a lot of green opportunities for refactoring. I don't know. This algorithm might be able to be expressed a little bit better, but I think it's pretty clear the way it is, and even if it's not the most efficient algorithm, I think in this case I'm going to go for clarity. Um, we tend to prefer to optimize for clarity in code over absolute what I think is the most efficient. If it really matters, then what I should do is I should measure the performance of the code. I should see how long it takes really. So I'm not prematurely optimizing something that doesn't really need to be optimized. Okay, this is good. So let's check back in on my Dave student to see how I'm doing here. Oh my gosh, oh there it is. Sweet, getting closer. As a matter of fact, there's a way to click to see difference. So all of that is the same. Oh, and there's what it is. Okay, yeah, he says this class is too much work. Okay, well, we're getting close. So let's see here. The next thing that we need to do is let's focus on the gender pronoun and just gender in general. We haven't really talked about that at all. Um, Here, what do I want to do? I guess, I mean, I really just want to have a test for the gender for the student. And yeah, it'll be in a two string, but first I want to make sure that I compute the pronoun correctly. So I'm going to add a new test, which says test. Wow, four classes? Do I need four classes? I don't think I do. Wouldn't hurt. Okay, fine. Yeah, no, I agree. That's not a bad thing to write. So sorry, before I go on, let's do this. Operating system Java and AI. And it's taking four classes. Java and AI. Does that work? Okay, good. Okay, so it's probably not strictly necessary, but it's all right. It's okay. You know what? Actually, I want to do now. I want to see. I want to look at the code coverage of this. I'm curious. I don't think we did that in class. Maven W clean. Actually, with dash P greater. Dash P greater, and then clean verify. Let's see what the code coverage is. Code coverage has been met. Oh, I guess it doesn't tell me what it is. I'll go look at the code. It was target site Jacoco index. Very nice. Oh, 100% code coverage. Look at that. Yeah. Hooray for test-driven development. Wow, okay, yeah, I kind of wasn't expecting it to be that much covered, but I guess it is. Yeah, this is what happens when you write all your code first. Write all your tests first. Your code is just automatically covered. Um, nice. Okay, that was neat. Okay, so we added this class. We added this test. It passed, so really not terribly interesting, but I'll keep it in there anyway. Okay, I don't need five classes. What I want to do now, they want to start looking at gender pronouns. So I'm going to do the following: void female pronoun is she. So I'm going to create a new student. No, I'm going to do the whole thing. I'm not going to, let's see here. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. And then student, oh, classes. I'll set zero classes, doesn't matter. And then female, and then assert that I'm going to add, um, I'm going to add a get pronoun method here. Um, yeah, equal to, and it's going to be capital S, she. Yeah. Um, yeah, great. And then, oh, this is going to fail. Let's make it fail. No, that wasn't the right test. Yeah, this is the test run. Yep, said she was null. Interesting. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, okay. I am going to do the following. I'm going to implement get pronoun, and I'm just going to have it return a field, or should I have it like what's more interesting? I think you know what, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put I'm going to add a field for the gender. Go up here, right is gray because gender is never used. So I'm going to go to more actions here, and I'm going to say create field for parameter gender. Super awesome there. Okay, I'm going to put in gender. And now I'm going to do a switch. I am going to do the following. Yeah. Actually, I think I can do a switch on the subgender. Oh, excellent. Nice. Case female. Although I think I want to, let's see here. No, I'm going to leave it for here. I'm going to say return she. Great. And then default, so by default, because I don't support any other genders yet, that's fine. Throw new unsupported operation exception. I had it kind of I liked it before. There you go. Unsupported gender. Nice. Oh, what is it saying here? Switches too few case labels. Should probably replace the if statement. Okay, I'll take that. So I'll just use Alt Enter to say replace switch with if. Nice. Okay, now let's try that. Nice. Okay. And let's do a pronoun for let's say other pronoun. I think it was other. Let me go to the assignment. Um, where was that student? I think it was it before this one? Yes, Project Zero. And I guess other, yeah, right. That was also in the Java docs, I suppose. I can look at that. Other pronoun is they, and then other they. Oh, interesting. You know, it should be they say, not they says. Yeah, well, I'll fix that later. Okay. So now if I run this one, it's gonna fail with an unsupported operation exception, unsupported gender other. So I'll go and change that. Um, else if no, other, and then oh, yeah, return they. Okay, that's good. Sort of get that much. That passed. Now let's do male pronoun as he. Oops. Oh, whatever. That'll work well. Male pronoun as he. Okay, run this. Yeah, okay. Oh, oops. Yeah, I was going to say, why is it returned? Why is it put to she? It was because this. So let's do this. And this is why it's good to run your test, right? I realized there was a bug in my test just now because while I updated the expected value to be he, I forgot to update the test um, to have the gender be male. So underscore gender male, that's great. That's what I expect. Get pronoun and once more with feeling. So here, duplicate this, and then if gender equals male, he. Okay. Okay, this is good. It's all happy path, but it's good. Um, okay. I'm going to continue on the happy path. Oh, look at this. So we did some red, some green. If clip flip, now it's got enough statements where IntelliJ is like, hey, you can put a switch statement in here. Let's do that then. And replace if with switch. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh, I forgot about this nice syntax that they added. Yeah, with like the arrows. That's sweet. Okay. So yeah, let's run that. Good, 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 good. Now, I was going to say, let's see here. Calculate gender pronoun. Yeah. Okay. Um, there were some other things related to the pronoun that we might want to check now, like what is it, what makes for an acceptable or supported gender and what doesn't. Let's see here, right? Because gender is case insensitive, so we should probably look at the constructor and then do some validation here. So let's write some tests for that. Um, let's say we know that the happy path, female, male, and other are all supported. But so what happens when you have let's do oh gosh, let's do yeah, mixed case gender is supported. Let's see here. Mixed case, female gender. Let's do that. And here, I basically want to take the female test case and then create instead of female. Let's do capital F. Oops. There. And that should be she still. And I should expect this to fail because, yep, unsupported gender, capital F female. So, oh, what to do here? Um, what to do here? I, the thing about gender in this program, there are, three supported genders, male, female, and other. And I think we might be best served by using an enumerated type, an enum in Java for this. So I'm going to give that a try. This still will take a string, but internally, this gender here, I don't want to be a string. I want it to be like a gender. So let's do that. And then I'm going to create an enum. That's going to create it as an outer class. I think that's okay. And in the main package, and yeah, the main package in my directory there. Nice. Okay. So now that I've got one of those, student part doesn't compile. Yeah. So we're doing some refactoring here. I'm going to call it, let's see here. I'm going to call it get gender for gender for the string. And now I'm going to create a method for that. And the string. And so now now this is actually kind of where I have my switch. I'm going to say, well, actually, it's not going to be a switch because I want it to be case insensitive. So I'm going to say if gender equals ignore case, yeah, equals ignore case female, then return gender dot female. And it's going to create that thing. And then here again, I'm going to have else if there's anything, throw new unsupported operation exception, unsupported gender. Yeah. Okay. And now since I changed the type, so this actually goes and converts a string to like a well-known type, an enumerated type of gender. And I've got some red down here in IntelliJ. So it's telling me that there's, yep, some problems here. Oh, yeah, right. Because now gender is going to be like the capital G gender, right? And so here we're having strings, right? What's the error message exactly? Required type gender, provided type string. Okay, well, so now let's just change these to female. And I'm going to get rid of these. What's the default? Why is that gray now? Oh, because probably there's only one value of it. I'm going to keep it this way for the time being. Yeah, it's telling me I should use an if. I'll just for the time being, I'll just use I'll just keep it this way because it'll be adding more genders. Let's try running this test again, see what happens. Great. Now I bet if I go back and I run all my student tests, lots of things will fail. Yeah, lots of things because oh yeah, that doesn't matter. Okay, so we should probably go back and change those. We got some work to do here. We're refactoring. It's going to be a big refactor here as we add constants for all the genders. But there's nothing wrong with all that. So let's see here. What should I do? I don't, you know what? I don't think it's too big of a leap. Just go ahead and do it. I think you all can pretty much figure out how it works. So let's see here. I'm going to go back to, see, this is where I can see I can I changed my code back here. It makes it easy for me to navigate to gender, or to get gender for method. So else if gender equals in case, yep, male, then return gender dot meh, meh. Oh, yeah, okay, thanks. Do that, and then else if gender equals in our case other, return gender dot. Oh yeah, thanks. And, yeah, okay. AI is doing a good job of guessing what it is I want. That's cool. And now, okay, so I think I've got all those. Now anything is else unsupported gender exception. And now here, let's see if I can just sort of figure it out. Oh, well, no, not so much, but pretty close. And oops, and then other they. And then now why is it this is unnecessary? Oh, because of course there are no other kinds of genders. That makes total sense. Great. Okay, good. And now I can just, let's see here, remove default branch. Nice. Okay, that's kind of nice. Let's see. This part makes a whole, I hope this makes a whole bunch of them pass. Great. Okay. Um, oh yeah, the Pat student. Probably not so interesting. Okay, here, okay, doesn't matter. We'll just replace this with other. And does that then clean up most of this stuff? Great, it does. Okay, well, that was a nice little refactoring right there. What the heck is this? Oh yeah, J specified. Um, actually, and I see that, I'm gonna take that out. What was that thing? The not null at not null. Yeah, I don't want that. Because actually that works fine in IntelliJ. Actually, I'm surprised that it why does that work on the command line? Okay, maybe I don't need to remove that then. I wouldn't expect org.j specify to be imported, to be on the class path. But you know what? I guess it does work from Maven. That's been there for a while. Yep, everything passed. Okay. That's cool. Okay, let's okay, so there we did a nice refactor. What do we gain from that refactor? Oh yeah, right. Support for case insensitive yeah, gender names. Case insensitive, sensitive gender values. Okay. Hit and push. Let's see here. The other thing we need to do is, right now, when we get an unsupported operation exception. You know, we should probably return some sort of invalid gender exception instead. And actually, this code, do I still have the project? Let me open this back up again. The student. Oh yeah, right. I don't have as much coverage now because oh yeah, right. There are no tests that cover this line of code. We should write one. And I don't want this to be an unsupported operation exception anymore. I want it to be an unsupported gender exception instead. Just like we had the exception for invalid GPA. How about unsupported gender? So let's go back to student test and say test uh, um, unsupported gender throws invalid range exception close throws unsupported gender exception. And let's see here. We want one of those assert throws. What do I want? Okay, so we want unsupported supported gender exception EX equals, and we're going to create this class. And we're going to create it in the student main. Nice. And we're going to have it extend runtime exception. Okay, that's what we like. And this is going to be assert throws. Okay, that's good. Yep, sure. That's pretty good. Thank you. And then sure, I think although really what I want is I want to say get unsupported gender equals to unsupported. And that's what I used, right? Yeah. And I'm going to create that read-only property that and oops, it's not initializing. I want to be initializing the constructor. I found the fastest way to do that, making it final, and then IntelliJ is like, wait a second, you got a final field. It's not initializing a constructor. Well, create me that constructor. Nice. Okay. The code compiles. Let's run it and see what happens. It should fail. Yeah. So it got expected exception type thrown, expected unsupported gender, but instead it was unsupported operation. Yeah, not surprising there. Because over here in student, when the get gender for method, we have unsupported operation. So this should be unsupported gender exception and then just gender. Let's run it again. Nice. Okay, good deal. I'm gonna go run all my student tests. Click here outside of particular method and run all. There, it's all 16 pass. That's cool. Okay. Um, nice. I'm gonna think about what to do next. Okay. So now, and actually, I think if we go and look, should be back to 100% test coverage, which again isn't the goal, but I don't know. It's always cool to see. Great. All that stuff is passing now. Let's go up. Yep, everything's 100%. Sweet. Um, yeah, let's introduce an unsupported gender exception class. Well, it said there were still some warnings in the code. I wonder what those are. So over here in student test, oh, there's one warning. What is it? Oh, it's got an unused assertion. Or sorry, an unused import. So let's remove that unused import. That's nice. I don't know. It's kind of cool to keep your code nice and clean. And yeah, let me just, I don't know, remove unused import. Yeah, no longer warned about any warnings. That's cool. Okay, good. Okay. Well, let's see here. We definitely haven't used the the gender in the yeah, haven't used the gender in the toString yet, so let's add that. Oops, not the integration test, the student test. Actually, well, no, we know the integration test runs because we've been running it from the Maven command line. And then void gender, well, it's pronoun, gender pronoun in toString. And let's see here. We'll just go back to the student right here. And then get, let's see here, toString contains she. Let's put a space after it. Yep. Actually, it should be, let's do dot dot she. And again, this should still fail, right? Yeah. Yep. Okay, cool. And so let me just go back to toString. TwoString's getting a little long. We'll just say get classes description and then plus space plus get, oops, plus get gender, pronoun. I'll probably pass. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, two spaces. Yep. Yep. I don't know. Apparently, people of my generation use two spaces after periods. Oh, what's wrong here? So I did dot she actual. Oh, wait, oh, did I do equal to or do I do contains? Yeah, I did. Okay, that contains string. And this is the thing that, sometimes the unit tests are wrong. Oops, wasn't like it. String containing dot dot chi, but was this dot dot chi? Oh, oh, space. Okay. There's a space at the end. Okay, I'm clearly not paying attention, but it's okay. I got tests that tell me that, I've got bugs in my code. Nothing wrong with that. It's another just a way of the robots helping you out. Awesome. And now I want to run all of them. Like to student test run all of them. Sweet. Okay. Add, and I don't think I need to test all the different genders. That seems overkill. Or I think all those tests would just pass in the first try. So I think it's okay. Add not gender, add pronoun to toString. Okay. Um, Now I want to have the say or the says. And this is another case where I'm going to want to just have like a method that I can test. So, void, let's see here, female. Yeah. Um, Female, I guess, says verb. What do I want to say? I want to say like female and male have says as opposed to other genders say they, or they say. Um, yeah. Okay. Boy. Actually, I'm gonna be oh, I could do that here. Actually, couldn't I? I could say she, oh, yeah, I kind of like this because I cannot think of the right name to call my method. Oops, come on, pronoun. In that I say she says, and then I can have one for male and one for other. Technically, I don't need one for male, I guess, but yeah. Oh well, no, I don't. But anyway, um, yep. It says that, so I can just make this say says. Oh boy, I am. Yeah, and this like big long string has gotten out of hand. So I'm going to say convert it to string buffer.append. And this is where I'm going to do the thing that I did before, extract a variable here, is called SB. And I can make it. Actually, I'm going to format this a little bit better. I think it's a little easier to read. And all of this is great, great, great. And here is where I'm going to need some logic for the says. Anyway, sorry, I did all of that. And should that make it work? Oh, wait, she says, oh, and there's to be a space at the end again. Okay, good. That passed. I think all the other tests should pass too. Let's make sure. Yep. Okay, I did that refactoring to introduce all that. Okay. So here I want instead, I just want to say this and then no. Oh my gosh. Seriously, AI, I'm kidding. Kidding. Okay, there you go. And then I want to say if this dot gender equals female, then oh my gosh, just append S. And I think that should work also. Oops, it does not. She says, oh, and I need to have the space afterwards. Speed dot append, gosh, line separator. Nice. Okay. Oh, that's working pretty well. And so then let's do the same thing for male. Say he pronoun in string. And this is going to be a male. And then he says, I'm going to run this. It should fail, right? Because I don't have, yep, this or, oops, or male. Gender equals male. And, oh, and actually, yeah, the way I've written it, I think they will just work out of the box. I have nothing wrong with that. It'll be they pronoun two string, other, they say. That'll just work. Yeah, it just worked. Okay, good. Nice. Okay. Awesome. So we've got the right, is that conjugation? Maybe it's, yeah, yeah, conjugate. Okay, that, now I finally get the word that I wanted. Okay. And I don't think I'm, breaking any rules by augmenting these tests to do a little bit more. We'll see. Properly conjugate the say verb. Okay, well, we're getting closer. Let me see. I think we're almost done. We go to the Dave test. Oops, it's over a student test. Go find it. And we're gonna run it. And we're gonna look at how close we are. Okay, it's just this class is too much work. Okay, great. That should be pretty easy to add. Void, yeah, says in two string. Mhm. And then here I want to say space. This class is, oops, is too much work. I think that's right. Well, I can find out right here. Let's see here. He says, oops, this class is too much work. Yep. Okay. I think that's good. Yep. It's not there yet. Where's that two string method? There you go. Great. Says, and then, um, then sp dot append this. Great. That passed. That passed. Does that mean that Dave is going to pass? I mean, let me run all of them. All that. Dave, student. Nope, it didn't like it. Mm. Oh, because there's not a double space there. There we go. Try that again. Nice, that passed. Okay, so I'm going to take out the disabled because I think we've got it fully implemented yet. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Sweet. Well, that might be it. Okay, so good. So the happy path is definitely implemented. So, add the what the student says. The student says to string. Oh, what was the warning? Oh, there's a warning now. What is it? Oh, yeah, we don't need this. There we go. Nice. Go and push. Yep, no more warnings and push. Nice. Okay. Okay, now I want to consult my. So the question is like, I've got the happy path working. Oh yeah, and let me. I want to see like how much code coverage I've got. See if there's any code that I missed. Yay, 100%. Okay. Um, I want to go back and consult my test scenarios. See if there's anything that I think is likely to fail. Oh, duplicate courses are not allowed. Yeah, I couldn't force that. Yeah, I think we all know how. Here, is there anything? Let's see here. We have GPA range. We have GPA must not be. Oh, this is right from the command line. I think we already got these. Oh, right, because I actually goes back and reminds me. Can I then go to my student IT? And then I think I have also in there Dave student. No, I don't. Oh, do I not have the Dave student? Yeah, there we go. I don't have anything that's disabled though, so I guess I didn't. Should I put the Dave student here? I could. That'd be kind of a nice end-to-end test, I think. Yeah. Okay, so here, I just want to copy the name. Yeah. Oops. Okay. And here, I'm gonna invoke main. Let's see here. I'm gonna do. Oops, that's for standard error. That's for an error case. Where is? There we go. That's a heavy one. Okay, and here, actually, I want it to be equal to, and then go back over here, and it ought to be this string. And I gotta make sure that it's taking the same ones. So let's see here. Oh, Dave. Okay, so then I don't know. I'll just go back over here. It's student in a class with Dave. Gender is male. It's 3.64. 64. It's taking three classes. Algorithms, operating system Java. Thank you, AI. Let's run it. I expected to pass, but let's nope, didn't like it. Let's see what I got wrong. Wait, zero classes. Oh yeah. Okay, this is a good test because now it reminds me that I never in the main method. I'm glad we implemented that. Oh yeah, we always pass in a new array list. So this I want to be the classes. And so I'm just going to extract a variable here. Oh, there's already something called classes? No, I'm just gonna, it's not a variable, it's just that it's probably a field or something, classes. And then, okay, after we've done all of that, we're gonna add any remaining, yeah, any arguments after three. So for int I equals arg3, no, arg2. Yep, great, classes dot add arg I. Oh, what is it saying I can do instead? Manual array to collection copy. Place of collections dot add all. Oh, now it's saying something else. Add all can be replaced with parameterized constructor call. Okay, well, that's neat. Let's see if that works. Nope, nope. Four classes. Oops, I must have gotten that wrong. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because args2 is this sublist sublist three. Is that going to work? It did not. Well, three classes. Oh, because there's a new line here. Because I did a print line. Yeah, there's a new line. Okay, so yeah, sure. I'll just add a I'll augment the test to expect the outline. I could also do a contain string, but let's put the new line there. Huh, I wonder if this is going to work. Actually, let's just rerun them all. Oh, it does work. Okay, good. I was worried that it wouldn't work when there are fewer than three arguments, but it seems to. So if it's taking no classes, it should still work. Okay, that's kind of neat. Okay. Actually, all of these, yeah, this one's taking zero classes. Okay, sweet. Okay, excellent. It's all working. Um, so let's see here. Include classes, enrolled classes in main method. Okay. I wonder if there are any other edge cases that I'm missing. Let's go back and look at those test cases again. Oh, I know. You know what I haven't done in the main? Um, is I haven't handled the exceptions very well. Like for invalid or unsupported operation, or invalid GPA and unsupported supported gender. Um, yeah, I gotta do that. So let's see here. Actually, do I? I guess okay. I've got it for invalid GPA, and now I just need to do it for unsupported gender. Um, let's see here. I'm just gonna copy the non-numeric GPA to let's see here. Oops. I'm just gonna copy it. So duplicate it. Did I get rid of something? Oh, it's still there. I'm gonna call it unsupported gender, parentheses standard error, blah 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 blah. 3.45. I don't need all this stuff. And I need unsupported and then unsupported GP, unsupported gender, and then and let me run that. Great. This is another example of, oh, I get an unsupported gender operated, an unsupported gender exception, and I don't catch it. So then let's see here. I'll probably put it in main here, invalid GPA exception, that great. Otherwise, catch unsupported gender exception, unsupported gender. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh, notice that like if I don't have the return here, it doesn't compile because student will never be initialized through that branch. So that's kind of a nice yeah, reminder to put the return there. Now if I run it, oops, it's where gender ooh. Oh, I think I got it wrong. Yeah, that's a problem with the test. Nice. Okay, let's just make sure that everything's oops, make sure that everything still runs. Okay, nice. Print a friendly error message in main or an unsupported gender. Okay, what else? Class games cannot be empty. Okay, that's kind of neat, but yeah, duplicate courses aren't allowed. Again, I don't think I need to implement that right now. You'll know how to do that. Okay, well, this is excellent. I think we're done, right? And remember, with test from development, you're done when you don't have any more, you can't have any more tests to write. Yeah, I could write some more, but just be inventing. I think we're ready now for something else. So here's what I want to do. I want to have Copilot, implement the code also, and I want to compare them. and I want to have Copilot do it without looking at my solution. So I've committed all my changes. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to create a branch in my repository from right after I created the student class. Let me go back and look and get, and that's neat. What am I looking at here? Added the airline project. Well, actually, that's funny. That's exactly like the code that I wanted. No, it's airline. I don't know why I'm looking at this. Okay, so git log. I want to go back to, last week, whenever that was. So your add koan project. We did the koans. Koans. Oh, wait a second. Okay. Um, wait, what? When do I'm looking for, oh, there we go. Added the student project. Yep, that's where, okay, great. So this is where back when everything was fresh and new, there was no code written yet. This is that first one. Great. So I'm going to create a branch in the repository here. And I'm going to say, come on, new branch. Yep. And I'm going to call this um, AI authored student. So I create that branch. Okay, great. Now I'm here on AI authored student. Yeah, all my code is like gone away. This is good. I'm back to the original main. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, now it's time for me to have a conversation with the AI. Okay. Um, let's see here. I've reverted the changes. So I've reverted my implementation of the student class. I'd like you to implement the student class with maximal test coverage. What's here? Like right in student class according to the specification, according to its specification in the student.pdf file with maximal test coverage. Um, please provide a plan for how you propose to do this. Do this before modifying any code. Now, let's see here. And implement all of the functionality of the student class according to specification, blah, 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 with maximal test coverage. Please, maximal test coverage. I'll test, I'll say unit integration tests coverage. Please provide a plan for how your process for doing that. Okay, let's see what it says. Okay, it's wanting to run that. Sure. Okay, sure. If you want to look at human, okay, that's cool. It probably needs to figure out what the superclass is. Oh, and it decompiles it using Java P. Nice. Okay, that's cool. Okay, coming up with some stuff. Good, good, good. It's reporting as planned. Okay, let's see what it has to say for itself. Okay, so it's looked to add the superclasses, which we did. That's smart. Oops. Alpha is a strict test for a sequence using the PDF as a source of truth and only filling behavior where PDF clearly implies that I have not modified any code. Okay, test first. Expand the unit test for student constructor says in toString. Integration test for main. Keeping assertions aligned with the PDF. Okay. Yep. Okay. Define the minimum behavior needed for the PDF. Store student names or class GPA, gender, with blah blah blah. ToString. Okay. Nice. Okay, parses that. Okay, this all seems reasonable. Prints toString, graceful error message. Oh, I wonder what I think the graceful error message is. Good. Implement production code in small steps. Nice. Maximum meaningful coverage. Unit test will cover valid genders, cases, sensitivities, error classes, pronouns, GPA during integration will cover no args, all this good stuff. Validate the small as a command. Verify. Yeah, run may have verify. It's like code coverage reports. Adding. Okay. Is explicit about the happy path, support gender graceful errors, but does not specify every exact validation rule or yes. Good, good, good. When plans to keep those decisions conservative, user friendly, and fully covered. Okay, well that sounds like that's great. Yep, great. Um, please proceed. Um, with writing. Oops. With writing some failing tests. I like working in small batches. Let's see what it does. No, it's figuring things out. Let's see here. Yes, I want to edit. Yeah, just go ahead and edit stuff. No problem. Okay. Oh, interesting. Right. It implements a piece of functionality in both the unit tests and the um, integration tests. Let's see. It currently failed this way because student says still throws this and integration test plays member stops when it does. Okay, great. So let me go look at. Oh, and it has modified the code. So now I can show diff or Command D. Now I'm going to make this a little bigger. Nice. Let's added a new one. And it's okay. It's added, yeah, the happy path. Interesting though. It goes for that first. Great. Adds everything. Says David GPA of that, taking 3 classes. He says, oh, interesting. They don't have the 2 spaces after that. It's probably not apparent from the PDF. They use system.line separator. Sure. And nothing written to standard error. Okay. That looks good. Oh, and then I can go to the next one. Look at more changes through this. Here is the unit test. All students say this class is too much work. Describes male student taking 3 classes. Oh, okay. Yeah, it goes maximally here. Okay. Good for it. Okay. Go for it. Okay. That was good. Great. That looks good. Those tests look good. Look good. What do you propose doing next? I don't want to ask them to just like make them pass because then it might implement everything it takes to make the end-to-end test pass, and that's probably a little too much. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just asked to do this. Let's see here. Next, I implement the small production slice to turn test screen, add student fields, implements a data to string for the PDF's happy path, gives a TDD loop. Hey, this is great, and this is what like I found AI is so good at. I mean, it really when I say work in small patches and use tester and development, it's like yes, boss, and it goes and does it. I kind of worry about it. That's just like it's telling me exactly what I want, and so now I'm worried about like Narcissus looking in the lake or whatever, yeah, looking in the water or whatever. But it does what I want, so that makes me happy. Great. Yes, please do that. No, interesting. Okay, so let's see what it implemented. Add student. This will format list. Okay, it added a constant for students that this is too much work. Oh, it added lots of stuff. Okay, add fields. Okay. Oh, it went and added a lot of stuff. Okay, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, use the switch statement here. That's nice. Okay. Oh, join classes. Okay, very nice. Okay, and this handles the 2 classes. Okay, okay. Yep. Okay. This all looks okay. Nice little ternary operator right there. And select pro. Okay, subject pronoun like I had didn't have unit test for it, but I think that's okay. Well, they went, and this is kind of a big step, and I guess that's okay. Oh, and the 4 GPA is 2 decimal places. Neat. Okay, that's probably more correct than what I had because I bet if I wrote a test in my code that had something that had like 3 decimal places, it wouldn't necessarily round it correctly. So, okay, that's good. That's good. I like that. Okay, this is good. So let's see here. Copilot begins. Actually, I'll just ask it. That looks good. I would like to commit the code. I'd like to commit the code. What would you recommend for a commit message? A one line commit message. See, right? You can ask to do anything. Okay, implement student says and great. Okay, great. Actually, yeah, yeah. Can you make the commit? I don't know. I anthropomorphize it. I tell it you. Okay, yeah, let's do this once. Nice. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Nice. Okay. Well, okay. Okay, what would you suggest implementing next? Maybe for the happy path is the smallest of the turns that occur in integration test green and completes. Oh yeah, because I didn't actually run it over here. I want to see what's failing. There are test failures. Okay, right. So it's trying to like go for like the big one. Okay, okay, go for it. Well, the main for the heavy paths, the small so the turns occurring as green and PDS. Okay. Yep, do that, please. Great. Do that, please. Pardon me. Okay, what did it change? Oh, just changed the main. Really? Okay, actually that makes sense. Nice. Okay. What was the complaint about here? Yellow. Oh yeah, get first. Okay. Okay. Um, and then okay, so the student.toString. Okay, it's going really fast for me. After a minute, I kind of lost track of what it's doing. This is common for me and that. Oh yeah, it has a GPA of 4 GPA, taking this subject pronoun. Oh wow, yeah, okay. Well, okay. That looks good. Please commit it. That code looks good. Please commit it to get. I want to see what kind of code coverage it has. Oh, scandalous. It's missing some code. Okay, yeah, right. Okay. So then, yeah, let's just do that. Okay. Oh, yeah, I still want to run the command. Oh, yeah, because I didn't ask to remember it. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Uh, what additional functionality remains to be implemented? Validation creation handling. Okay, yeah. After validation, reject invalid or missing student name. Reject unsupported gender values. Rejected valid GPAs. Graphical mainline. Okay, great. Test for those error cases. Good. Yeah. Almost internet part of the PDF is still inefficient. Okay, great. Okay. Uh, implement the first set of validation. Um, yeah, I don't know. See what it says there. Doesn't understand that ambiguity. I was thinking about it. Wow, it's kind of taking its time on this one. I wonder how much it's doing it. Okay, constructor validation, do validation text cases. I'll look at it in a moment once it's done. Probably don't want to look at its intermediate work. It might be a mess. Blank names and for agenda. Wow, okay. It looks like it did a lot. Okay, let's go look. Uh, escape here. Okay, so implement student test. Okay, that's not unreasonable. Okay, min GPA, max GPA has a validate GPA and validate gender. Oh, it's interesting that it chose to like assign gender. Gender still a string here. Nice. Okay. But yet, oh, it has validate name. And yeah, yeah, it's interesting that like it assigns the gender here, but then doesn't assign the GPA there. Okay. I don't know if it's right or wrong. It's just different. Let's look at other changes. Uh, oh, that's interesting. It takes out the subject. Oh, because maybe it's already been validated. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe. Huh. Validate name. Oh yeah. Validate gender. Normalized. Okay, so here's where it does the two lowercase. Otherwise, it throws a legal argument exception. Interesting. Okay. Okay, and then yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, and that's pretty much like yeah what we had. Okay, and now let's see what the tests look like. Next difference. Here we go. Okay, yep, and here's where other okay, I have a valid one. That's cool. See here, creating student with blank name throws legal argument exception. Yeah, legal argument exceptions, maybe might not be what we want. But I can tell it to change that. So unsupported gender, yeah, yeah, unknown, yep. Okay. Okay, it took a slightly different approach. I mean, I like to have like a getter on the exception here, it just relies on the message. Nothing wrong with that. And it's because it's using a generic or a Java lang exception. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. This is good. Okay. Let's make sure that it works. Nice. Okay. Great. Looks good. Please commit. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna go back and look to see what else it has to implement to oops, too much. Here we go. Well, what else is yeah. Invalid. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Okay. What other tests would you recommend implementing? Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, let's see here. Do I want to tell it to use kind of application specific exception types? Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, go ahead and implement those. Go ahead and implement those, please. I can have that refactoring later. Oh yeah, to call it the fact that it needs unit tests for 0, 1, 2 classes. Nice. Okay. This is good. There's a lot of stuff that, that I did. Now, obviously, it does it so much faster. That's kind of the lesson here. Um, but me, I'm reviewing all of this to confirm like my own experience, my own understanding, to see if there's anything that I missed. And again, I like using Copilot as a learning tool, as a way to help me become a better developer, by having it point out things I might have missed. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? Okay, some more. Okay, let me look at those. Great. So the pronouns, speech description. Oh, this is the have they have the. Actually, I want to look at look at the test first. It'll help give me a better idea. Okay, so what's in student IT? So much stuff. Oh, good. This has like all of the missing gender, missing GPA. Nice, 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 nice. 0 classes. He says, okay. She says, this is good. Okay, and then go to the IT. I assume this is really a student test, right? This is the unit test. Okay. And so then 0 classes, various genders. This is cool. 2 classes, 1 class. Nice. Okay. This looks good. Okay, and now I will check out what the actual implementation was. So they changed, yep, they covered the fact that like they say if it's 0, the missing requirements. Okay, good, good, good. And then now they have separate error message for missing gender and missing GPA. Catch number for an exception as legal argument. I'm gonna have it change that. And then, yep, they say otherwise everything is as it says. Okay. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Great. Let's see here. Let me run the code coverage and see if there's anything else that's missing. I think those that we saw there was missing code coverage for oh, is it fast for this code before. I'd expect it to be covered now. Oh, so close. What doesn't it cover? Wait, they don't have a they that. Oh, I thought for sure. Okay. Well, okay. That's good. I'm gonna have them commit that. That's good. Please commit. Now my nose is getting a little stuffy. Um, oh, co-authored by Copilot. That's cool. I like that. Okay, so added that, and so then if we go back to IntelliJ, yep, no changes. Super sweet. And now, okay, is there any additional validation? Validation that that are there any additional? Are there? Oops. Are there any additional tests that you can think to write that that ought to be written? Oh, nice. Okay, the campus summer, yeah. Type behavior at the edges. Okay. Yep. Like gender for the command line. Exceptionally. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Multi-word name. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's cool. Oxford comma. Very nice. Uh, no construction of duplicate class names, blank class names. Yeah. Okay. Those last three test cases that are beyond the PDF are not interesting, but the other ones are. But the other ones are. Please implement them. Nice. Okay. Let's try this again. Wonder if we got, what kind of code coverage we have. Oh, so it doesn't have. Huh. Surprised it doesn't cover that. Okay. Oh, just wrote some integration tests. Wait, they pass? Oh, interesting. Okay, so we wrote a bunch of tests that pass. Okay, let's see what those tests were. Um, Blank name. Okay, yeah. Uh, and like, okay, blanks. Yeah, this is okay. It's true. Not. Oh, good. Does not contain number format exception. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, that's smart. And then. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. This went and added a whole bunch of other things. Okay. Invoke main without other gender still says print okay. Invoking main, minimal GPA, maximum GPA. Okay. Nice. It's still the boundary conditions. Okay, that's smart. That makes sense. Um, yeah, so minimum GPA, maximum GPA, just like it was saying. Okay, great. Yep. Good. Please commit. Good. Please commit. And then I'm going to ask it next about refactoring. Okay. Are there any refactorings that you recommend? I'm curious what it has to say. I mean, I could tell it to do some, but I want to know what it needs to know. Yes, but not urgent. Code is in decent shape. Extract command line parsing from main. Oh, that's interesting. Centralize error message strings. That reduces typo risk. Okay, right. So it says, yeah, put error message strings down to constants that can be used in tests. Okay, this is good. There's one, extract the command line parsing from main. Yeah, just start with that one. Yeah, how about that one? Okay. Yeah, start with that one. Start with that one. Please extract command line parsing. Just curious what it says here, what it does. Yeah, that one. Okay, so there it is. Let's make changes. Nice. Ran the tests. Hello. Did you change anything? Mm. Oh, there it is. Great. Okay, let's see what it changed. Oops. What changed? Mm, Nothing changed? Contents are identical? Wait, what? That's weird. Okay, so wait, is IntelliJ not? Yeah, sorry, maybe IntelliJ got like messed up here. Um, Reload all from disk. There we go. Okay. Create student from command line. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of a nice. Actually, that's a nice refactoring, right? It breaks that code up into some definitely easier to understand. Yeah, definitely easier to understand methods. Does a command line validation. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, the way it does the case statement there. Yeah, I like that. This is a little weird having a default that does nothing. Is that even necessary? I bet IntelliJ will complain about that. Let's look at these warnings that it has. It's saying manual. Okay, it's complaining about that thing. It's complaining about press get first, right? They did that with that, yeah, and then totally okay, okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, okay. Please commit that. Okay, that's neat. Okay. IntelliJ. I'm gonna change some stuff. IntelliJ noted some warnings in the code. I'm going to remove them. Let's see actually what it says. Understood. Okay, well that's terse. Okay. Okay. Oops. Inspection minimum has no quick fixes. Oh, really? What is it complaining about? Yeah, that used to be able to. Can we replace that with an if statement? Try that, and then try if. Yeah, there you go. Now it's not complaining anymore. Oh, by the way, you can go to the next warning by saying, I think it's F2. Yeah, F2. Manual raid to collection copy. Great. Use collections.add. And then it's going to say use constructor. Yep, this is exactly what I did for my code too. That's nice. And then here, oh, classes.get, return with get first. Sweet. No warnings. And actually, are there warnings in any of their classes? No, no warnings over here. Okay, this is cool. I'm going to say, oops. I should probably run the tests just to make sure. Maven, oops, Maven. Okay, that's cool. And then here we need to sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Removed some IntelliJ warnings. Okay. Well, this is neat. So, hey, in just like a matter of minutes, oh yeah, I haven't pushed a lot of stuff yet. That's cool. I'll do that now. Just a matter of minutes, Copilot was able to implement this admittedly very simple um Java program. This is neat. And then the last thing we're going to do is the following. Um, this is great. I implemented the student class on the main branch. Please compare the implementation on this branch with the main branch. Actually, I don't need to tell it that. I'm gonna say I don't know. Will that like bias it? Like, oh, this is yours, you great human, you're awesome. The student class question will be able to tell, I suppose, is also implemented on the main branch. Please compare the implementation of this branch with the main branch. Um, and compare and note interesting differences. Sorry, and provide commentary on the differences between the two. And I want to see what it has to say. And again, this is like a good way for me to learn. If it tells me like, oh yeah, you did that over there, and I don't think it's that great. Okay, I'll take that into consideration next time. Let's see here. Sure. Get LS tree. Yeah, why not? And then printf yes. Oh, I should have done yes for always, but whatever. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? Okay, two limitations are all the same. Probably make different design choices, but you're trying to different to the main model. Let's see, model more domain concept explicitly, while this branch keeps the implementation self-contained in the student. On main, student uses a gender new plus concept sessions, exposed to get pronoun method, and this branch gender is normalized, validated string. Okay, legal arguments. Yeah, okay. Also, a few behavior differences, GPA formatting. Oh yeah, right. I just do that. This branch formats GPA with two decimal places. This main principal rows double. Yeah, I say that. Oh. So two string, single space, double space. Yep, good, good, good. No argument CLI error. This branch must required arguments from missing name. Okay, yeah, good, good, good. Input messages. This branch uses short generic messages like GPA must be a number, gender must be blah blah blah. Okay. Yep. Oh, copies the listing of director. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is okay. This is a great section right here. So it's like, hey, this is like the quality differences. So yeah, one of the things that the AI did, what the Copilot did, was it made a copy of all the classes in the list, and that way, if the array list is changed outside of the student um, class, then because Copilot made a copy of it, the student's copy won't be modified. That's good. That's that is super defensive programming, but that's fine. It's good. Yep. Name validation. Oh yeah, it does the blank names. Yeah, it has better refactoring there. Testing sentence branches broader coverage around exact output. Nice. Okay, that's great commentary. Sweet. It's good. So, I want to go through this activity just to show everybody how, um, Copilot or whatever, AI coding system can be used to help you not just write the code, but then also help you understand a different approach and then learn from the process. And sure, it took a little while longer, um, and such, but I found it valuable. Honestly, I don't know, what do we spend like maybe a half an hour doing this, mainly, talking back and forth with Copilot. Pretty low cognitive load stuff. Nice. Well, that's probably plenty for now. Um, Thanks for listening. Anybody who watched, I hope you found it to be valuable, gave you a better idea of what test-driven development is like and how a Copilot can help you better understand your code, write better code in the first place, and then teach you how to write the good code. That makes it joyful, I think. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Have a good one, everybody. I will see you in class. Bye now.